Dear students, welcome to the International Relations and Study Abroad information session. In this session, I will present you the mobility programs available to USI students, and I will give you first-hand information on how to organize a study exchange. My name is Ilaria, and my colleagues at the International Relations and Study Abroad Service are Arianna Invertidosi, the head of the service, and Maurizia Ruinelli. Until February, Michel Mich will be part of the team as a student helper. You may fix an appointment with us by sending an email to relint@usi.ch. The organization of a study abroad period implies that you too play an active role. You are the success factor of your mobility experience. Make sure that you dedicate enough time to the organization. Our first advice is to consult the many sources of information that you have available. First of all, our official study abroad guide that contains all useful information for the organization of a study abroad semester. We would like to remind you that the guide does not consider the current COVID-19 pandemic. Specific information are shared ad hoc by partner universities and available on their websites. The information of today's session is available on our website. There, you will find a section dedicated to USI students, with all useful information to organize a study exchange. On the website, you will find one section dedicated to our partner universities. There, the list of universities is divided by faculty and complemented with the number of available places, the level of the exchange, information on whether the agreement is with a specific faculty or department, and with a document specifically dedicated to incoming students. This document is called fact sheet. This is an example of a fact sheet. Usually, it contains useful information about deadlines, about admission and language requirements, academic calendar, exam calendar, useful links for accommodation, and the course catalog, and so on. We recommend you consult the fact sheets to gather first-hand information about our partner universities. We believe that a very important source of information are the exchange reports written by former mobility students following specific guidelines, because they document the experience of our students and may contain additional tips and advices that may not be available elsewhere. You can access the reports from our website and with the USI credentials. The reports are listed by program and destination. Some programs are more mobile, such as the Master in Management or the Master in Marketing and Transformative Economy. Therefore, more reports will be available than for other programs, but we hope you will find the information you are looking for. Now that you are convinced that you want to spend the semester in a different university, you only need to choose where and which type of program best suits your study plan. Depending on your expectations and on your personal and study objectives, you can choose among the following programs. Swiss Mobility, based on a mutual agreement among other Swiss universities and the two institutes of technology. The Swiss European Mobility Program SEMP, some of you may know it as Erasmus+, a program based on bilateral agreements with other universities in Europe. International exchange, as the name suggests, this includes agreements with universities outside of Europe. Structured agreements for specific study programs. For example, the Southern Denmark University for the Master in Marketing and Transformative Economy, Shenzhen or Virginia Tech for the bachelor students, and Hanken School of Economics, also for bachelor students of the Faculty of Economics and Communication. The Free Mover program. This exchange is with universities where no agreement with USI is in place. You will need to make sure that the university you choose accepts free movers, as this is not always the case. Compared to the previous programs, this requires even more time in the preparation, as you will need to organize your exchange individually. Last but not least, our summer schools. These are usually published on our website in the section Billboard. Regardless of the destination you choose, the application procedure is the same. Starting in January 2022, all applications will be managed with Mobility Online, a tool broadly used by many universities in Switzerland and abroad. The link to the online registration form will be available in the end of January. You will need to follow the online procedure and be ready to upload the required documents. All the templates will be available for download directly in Mobility Online. Let's have a closer look at the language requirements now. We believe it is very important to keep in mind these two important information. First of all, the language certificate plays a role in the selection because it is one of the internal selection criteria. So regardless of whether the host university requires one or not, you will need to prove your language proficiency when submitting your application. USI recommends at least a B2 in the language of study. Furthermore, some universities require a specific English certificate and/or a specific score. It will be your responsibility to check the language requirements of the host university and submit a certificate that complies with such requirements. Let's now take a moment to understand how to complete the learning agreement, because it is the most important document of your application. First and foremost, browse through the course catalogs of the universities you're planning to apply to and choose the courses you wish to attend. As I mentioned before, the links to the course catalogs are normally available on the fact sheets. Please note that at the time of application, the course catalogs are normally available for the current semester and are subject to change. Once you have found the courses, you need to fill the learning agreement proposal that you will find in Mobility Online and follow the instructions indicated in the document. You will also need to provide the links to the course descriptions. The person at USI responsible for your learning agreement will then approve it with digital signature directly in Mobility Online to make sure that the courses you have selected are in line with your study curriculum and that the ECTS or other points obtained in mobility will be recognized. The list of reference person is indicated in the document. Changes in the learning agreement must always be approved by USI, and the final learning agreement must be submitted no later than 1 month after the beginning of the semester abroad. It is very likely that you will need to change your learning agreement 1 or more times. Don't forget that you prepare the first draft in February, and very often the course catalogs for the following semester are not yet available. You shouldn't worry, as this is a totally common practice, but keep this in mind. Every time you change the learning agreement, the changes must be approved by USI. Students of the Bachelor in Economics are required to complete the learning agreement only after selection. In the next 3 slides, we give you a glimpse into Mobility Online. This, for example, will be the registration form. This is the workflow. The workflow is a step-by-step list of actions you will need to complete in order to successfully apply for an exchange. The system will tell you exactly the documents you need to upload, and once you have done so, you will receive confirmation emails and information about the next steps. The selection process takes place once a year in March for both autumn and spring semesters. If you're interested in a study abroad experience during the spring semester, please note that you can still apply by the 25th of September, but you will only be able to choose among the places left, and we cannot guarantee that there will be a place in your preferred choice. The selection is based on merit, and the following criteria will be considered: the weighted average grade of your most recent exam session, the number of ECTS obtained, the language certificates, and the letter of motivation. To increase your chances, you can indicate 2 choices on the application form, and you can mix different types of mobility programs. Keep in mind that the learning agreement must be prepared for both destinations. The results of the selection will be communicated by mid-March. All selected students will be nominated to the partner university by the International Relations Service. You will then officially be in the hand of the host university. You will be contacted by the coordinator of the host university with the necessary information to complete the registration. It will be your responsibility to follow their instructions and meet the registration deadlines. Please keep in mind that many universities organize a mandatory orientation program that you must attend. Check the dates carefully because there may be a conflict with the retake session. The University of St. Gallen is a good example. Mobility students who do not attend the mandatory orientation program are not accepted for the semester. In normal times, all selected students are invited to attend a mandatory workshop on the benefits of culture shock, held by Jolanta Jawiecka, professor in intercultural communication at USI. The goal is to give you the tools to be better prepared to face a period in a new country and culture, and acquire or strengthen your intercultural knowledge and skills. Considering the current situation and the busy course schedule, we will let you know if and when the workshop will take place. To wrap up, the milestones for a smooth organization of a semester abroad are the following. You should start collecting information about partner universities, critically review them, and make a sound choice of where you would like to go. You should prepare your application that must be ready by the 21st of February. After our confirmation and nomination at the partner university, you will be contacted directly by them with the necessary information to complete your registration. Remember to respect their deadlines. Hopefully, in May, we will invite you to attend the aforementioned workshop. If you're still doubtful, please remember that while you're away, you remain matriculated at USI and your tuition fee will be reduced by 50%. Furthermore, you will not pay the fee at the host university. This applies to traditional and structured mobility. SEMP students may benefit from a scholarship of 380 francs per month, and a very limited number of scholarships for students going on mobility outside of Europe is also available. SEMP and international mobility students may also apply for a scholarship offered by the Heining-Röllli Foundation. There is also a green travel top-up. A financial aid of 100 francs is granted to those who choose to make the round trip by train, bus, or boat. Our information session comes to an end. We would like to thank you for your attention, and we hope that you have found this information valuable. On behalf of the International Relations and Study Abroad Service, we invite you to expand your horizons further and to board our mobility program soon. Don't leave just now. In the following minutes, you can still see some slides with our frequently asked questions.